You ever wonder what Maverick's life would have been like if he would have actually flunked out of Top Gun and ended up flying that cargo ship full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong? Well, this might be that movie. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. What an amazing weekend. In addition to some other things that I did, I was also invited to an advanced screening of the film American Made, starring Tom Cruise. You know how they say that marijuana is the gateway drug to bigger and badder things? Well, evidently smuggling Cuban cigars into the country is a gateway into bigger and badder things. Now picture this for a second. You've got a smoking hot wife, you've got nice kids, but you're bored out of your goddamn mind with your job. And in walks in the CIA officer and asks you if you want to serve your country. And basically, you're the gringo that shows up and delivers. Now here's the thing, I have always been a big fan of the docu-melodrama, which is what I would categorize this. Most importantly though, I love them when they're well written and also got a sense of humor about themselves. Now what I'm going to say about this film almost immediately is that it is giving you a sense of tension the entire film with fleeting moments of relaxation, and I do mean fleeting. Now American Made recounts the exploits of a hotshot pilot named Barry Seal, and this is a true story, or at least mostly true. You can never trust the CIA with these things. Because let me tell you, life truly is stranger than fiction, and I'm sure we're getting the watered down version of what actually happened. Anyways, because of his incredible ability to get in and out of hotspots, the CIA recruits him to do reconnaissance missions, and very true to form with respect to the whole domino effect, this guy's life soon spirals out of control. He's eventually recruited by not only the CIA, but the DEA, the freaking Medellin cartel, Noriega, I mean just everybody and their grandmother that was a player during the Cold War has had interactions with Barry Seal. And this aspect of the film is really what its real strength is that for those people who don't like to study history or never open a book, this is kind of like the poor man's version of everything that was going on in South and Central America during the Cold War and why it was such a hot spot during this time. Listen, I'll be completely honest with you, myself included, I did not realize how my country, or the country where I'm from, Nicaragua, was so important in the containment of communism, especially during the Sandinista era. Because as you would guess, Barry is not only limited to the special packages that he would send for the Ochoa brothers, he's also running guns to the Contras, which has hilarious consequences. Now everybody in this film was really great, but the standout performance is obviously Tom Cruise. This guy is a whirlwind, he's really at the top of his game in terms of his acting career, and he carries this entire film. I've always said that he's a very underrated actor, and in this film he provides a lot of levity because his comedic timing is perfect. I also have to say the actor that played Pablo Escobar in this movie is fantastic, and if Hollywood ever decides to make an origin story of the rise of Pablo Escobar, this guy is the one that you want to cast. Now, another really great thing about this film is how insightful it is on how US foreign policy really dictates who we'll get in bed with, so to speak, in order to serve our own political agenda. But the film goes a step further than that, and hilariously, and I have to admit, somewhat disturbingly, it goes into the complexities of the inner rivalries of these agencies, like the DEA, like the FBI, the state police, the CIA, and how they don't always get along. Actually, in this film, they really kind of hate each other. I also have to mention the cinematography in this film because it's absolutely breathtaking. I mean, you get a lot of the view of the countryside, especially Nicaragua and Bogota, from the air, and props to whoever selected these locations. They're amazing. And finally, guys, the soundtrack in this movie. The soundtrack is absolutely outstanding. I can't wait to download it. It is freaking awesome, and it really is another character in the film. Ultimately, guys, American Made is a fantastic film from start to finish. It is well acted, well paced, beautiful to look at, and really gives you a kind of glimpse into what's going on behind the scenes, declassified several years later, and I think that's freaking awesome. Also, there's a small message for you guys out there who like to leap before you look. You might want to do the reverse. I'm just saying. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on the film American Made. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. Yeah.